Hello, 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 travelers. Welcome back to the bear. Disclaimer to anybody who has not seen the rest of my bear reaction videos. Just to let you know, the video looks like this, mainly so I can post it online the way that I do and show you guys more or less what I'm reacting to. That's why the video is transparent. It's why I'm taking up a lot of the screen. It's why I'm kind of like bleeding through onto the screen. If you want to watch the show, this is not a substitute for the show. Go watch the show, experience it in all its 4K, chefy, beautiful glory and all that. But there will be a lot of pausing, a lot of stopping and starting during respectful or key moments as the whole point of my channel is to analyze characters, narrative, talk about the story, speculate, talk about characters, feelings, what headspace they're in, what headspace I'm in. We talk about the show. Once again, this is not a substitute for the show. I'm not just going to be one of those Twitch streamers that throws a show on there and sits back and is like, oh yeah, that was good, and just never pauses it. No, we're gonna talk about this. Just keep that in mind, though. That's what we're doing here. It's I do all that is so this can go up successfully, and you can help to support me financially. The very night that I'm recording this, season 3 has dropped more or less. Also, kind of weird. I have this poster up because like the first two seasons had their own poster with the characters and kind of like a little bit of a vibe type of deal. This one, we're taking a bit of a turn. The bear logo, the sparks of the door being cut open. So I don't know if they're going to do more posters for this season in the future. I know technically there's another poster for Disney Plus where it's like Carmi and Sid kind of poking their heads out of the new kitchen. So I guess you could say there is one. All that out of the way, I don't have much in the way of theory crafting right now. I reacted to the teaser trailer and the actual trailer for The Bear Season 3, and I kind of threw out most of my speculations there. I think this season's going to be about trying to make sure this, new kitchen, this new restaurant functions. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It's every kitchen out there is dysfunctional to an extent, but trying to make sure it functions, trying to make sure they don't go under. There's pregnancies, there's debt, there's drama, there's relationships that are in peril and jeopardy. I think Richie currently is my favorite character. I think Carmi's he's gonna struggle again with falling back into that mindset he was in New York, but hopefully he can dig himself out of it. And I think that Claire's going to come around with the help of both Carmi, hopefully having some inner development and his character coming around and his found real and found family kind of in his corner backing him up the whole time. Apologies, these may take a while to get out. These are 10 episodes for the full season. As you know, I'm lucky if I can get one, maybe two reactions out a week, but these are admittedly shorter than hour-long Succession videos. So, and fear not on that note, though we have finished Succession and we are now doing The Bear. Severance is on the way, I promise, as is most likely Interview with the Vampire, maybe Attack on Titan. I don't know. I got plans. I got plenty of shows to watch, no shortage of content. Thank you guys and gals so much for the love and support. This intro is much longer than I already thought it was going to be. I'm sure most of you already skipped past this, but I did rewatch season 1 and 2 in its entirety with my girlfriend because she hadn't seen it, so I wanted to show her. But it was a brilliant time to revisit the series with added context and added information, and I caught a lot more in dialogue. I caught on to a lot more of the family dynamics and relationships, so I'm in a much better headspace and I can have a greater appreciation for this. I don't think I'm going to have any spoilers. I'm curious to see what the highlights of the season are going to be because the first two seasons, people kind of hinted at what the episodes were like the best bangers, and you kind of saw them posting about it online. This one, I'm blind so far. So anyway, without further ado, we have tomorrow, I'll love you tomorrow. Also, to try to bring positive vibes and love, and I have Royal and the Serpent with us tonight, so I'm ready for some immediate copywritten music. So I'm assuming this is literally just the day after the Friends and Family night. Like, we haven't officially opened yet. As usual, we have the Chicago pouring, and then just staring out to the sea, the waters. I feel like Kendall Roy there for a second. This is interesting. Immediately we're off to a much different start, right? Most episodes of The Bear in the last two seasons start off and you have someone on the radio, you have music, you have something that's kind of like, jiving or juking or jiving or bombastic. Granted, some episodes also are quiet and just start off with Marcus in the hospital with his mom, which, by the way, gulp. I don't know if she made it through or not, but very poignant already that this episode is starting out so quiet. Just the sounds of the empty city and nature. And there's a lot of blue, a lot of hues of blue and like navy on the poster when he was inside the walk-in in his apartment now. Reminiscing on old scars. Interesting. Everything's a lot more quiet and subdued. The Bear Part 3. Have they said how many parts are going to be in this, by the way? I know they announced there's going to be season 4. I don't know if they said how many parts the bear's going to have. I think the restaurant looks nice. Granted, I think the furniture looks hella uncomfortable. Why is it so low definition? Holy shit. I can't tell if I'm crazy or if it's just not as high definition as it could be. This kid's got to have the table she was sitting at. Dude, imagine how much this kid's got on his mind. This is already a stressful enough industry. Then you got life to tack onto it. And I'm sure he'll do what so many people in his position do, which is that in order to cope, he's just going to bury himself back in work and just sink back into it. What do you do when you're upset and life's getting you down? You just you just lose yourself in something like this, like work. Nice. Are there light bars on, like, around the kitchen windows? I can't tell. Definitely got some frustration under the surface, though. Very interesting choice for music. Just kind of this, like, the French Laundry. I want to call this operatic. What would you call this? Just kind of like angelic type of... Oh, flashback. Oh, gonna smoke this mother... Oh, yeah, we're getting a full-on flashback here. And the invisible cat. And now he's with the family. After Christmas? Yeah, that's the tow truck coming for the car. This is right after Christmas. Dude, episode 1 we got flashbacks like this? Well, yeah, I bet the whole neighborhood came out of concern. See, she sees him. She sees the pain.
I'll call you tomorrow. Probably when I get there.
Okay. Got everything you need?
New York's got everything.
And he probably left right after that. That was the last straw. He knew he had to get out. And good for him for doing it. Glad he had family that could help put him up too. Dude, out the gate we have a flashback episode. I know I keep saying it, but it's just I really like I like the flashback episodes. The way they're able to keep revealing so much character and backstory. Behind, corner, behind. Carmi, come on, you're slipping, man. I don't know how to describe what the music's doing to me, but it's got me in the right headspace for this sequence, that's for sure. Yeah, I'd be exhausted at the end of each day too, buddy. Head to the pillow, just out.
Smell like a goddamn donkey.
Oh, it's him. Hey, John's back. Nice. Oh, this guy. Joe McHale over here. Satan.
What the f is this?
Not good enough.
It's way too many components.
You should be
Basically
dead.
made nachos.
Anybody got any more sauce we can add to this?
Bro, he said you basically made nachos. Get out of town. And that's probably where he got the whole tape thing too. It's so interesting to see like to what degree these different chefs are, which is exactly how it is in the real life. How chefs are, from the laid back and casual to the holistic and responsible and amiable to the ones that are past the point of being authoritative and are just straight running a borderline dictatorship in their kitchen. You know, sometimes it's people power tripping, sometimes people think that's how they have to act, that type of deal. But and you'd see him on the Food Network. And that's probably where, yeah, exactly. That's where he picked up the tape.
That's how you do better.
Subtract. Simplicity. He's not wrong. I'd rather go to a restaurant that has like 4 items on the menu than, you know, like 4 pages of just random, you know. I'd rather go to a Raising Cane's than a Cheesecake Factory, you know what I'm saying? Now finally we have somebody else enter the episode. He put his name on it. I love it. Neo. And he finally got the door handle fixed. What was interesting about that, there was so much discourse in the, and especially in the last season, whenever I would bring it up, because my main argument for someone in Carmi's position and someone that is a position that I was in life. And I still struggle occasionally, but I'm a firm believer in having a work-life balance. And yes, I concede to the fact that he's opening a restaurant and you really have to put your all into it. But even with that being said, a lot of people kind of not argumentative per se, but a lot of people are like, oh, Carmi's head's in the clouds. He's getting distracted. He should have been focusing on this and that, or he wouldn't have gotten locked in the freezer. And you're not wrong. It's a simple thing just to answer the phone and scheduling important appointments, yes, but at the same time, I'm only human after all. And I still think he needs that, even if that balance and percentage kind of shifts here and there, if it goes from 50-50 to 80-20 or back and forth like that, I still think Carmi needs and frankly deserves that balance. And that's something that's a hill I'll still die on, which is that you can be successful and be very hardworking and effective and have a restaurant and a business and still have a relationship and still have social friendships and still do other. Claire is a perfect example of that. She's going to be a doctor in a hospital, so all the stresses and craziness and insanity that comes with the territory of working in a hospital, and she is balancing out her relationship with Carmi and other people as well. It is possible to do. Nice. Goes in, labels everything. Proper way to do it, yeah. Time, date, hand. Oh, I love the little, look at the neon. I love the little accoutrement. They really did renovate this place. There's the non-negotiables we heard about in the trailer. Again, though, I fear that in order to cope with his current emotional state, he's going to get lost in the sauce again, but this time just back here, home in Chicago. Hey, Terry. Still love that scene between Terry and Richie. But yeah, I like seeing these scenes of him working again with Will Poulter. But it's just like how the story that he recapped, where it's like, see, they're low-key competing right now. You see what they're doing? See, I love how this matches with literally what they were recapping about this whole situation. Because when Carmi, at the end of season 1, had his whole monologue, and he was saying, yeah, I saw somebody walk in.
I'd look at them like they were a competition, like I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker.
Before he got to a better state of mind now. And even Will Poulter's character was like,
I started at this really great place as a commie, and this other chef started the same day as me. Like, he was better than me. Much, much better than me.
And it helped me be better than I ever thought I could have been. And this is just that. Like, I'm sure Terry got a read on all that too. See the pain behind the furrowed brow. Just to see who can be more efficient in this kitchen.
It's good. Thank you, Chef.
Nice.
Faster, please, Chef. Chef.
Jesus.
Go, yeah? Chef, let's go.
Got it.
Thank you, Chef.
Chefs, quiet.
Sorry, Chef.
Jeez. With a fine-toothed wooden bristle. That's what it's about, though. It's the little things. I've been getting on a soapbox about this more and more, but I finally watched Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai recently, and I love how throughout it, there's excerpts taken from this book, the Hakiguri or something along those lines. I think I just butchered the hell out of it. But one of my favorite excerpts that's used in the film is,
among the maxims on Lord Naoshige's wall, there was this one. Matters of great concern should be treated lightly. Master Ite commented, matters of small concern should be treated seriously.
That speaks to like kind of core tenements of life. And that also, seeing that just made me think of it. Like, if you treat them so heavily, these big things, the big changes in life, you gotta just treat it lightly, just take care of it, and boom. But then it's the little things you want to treat seriously, the little bits of policy, or to see something, say something, or pick up loose trash when you see it. The little things are what are important, that all accumulate and can help. And in the long run, so often people let the little things go by the wayside. And I love how that mentality in the kitchen of, if you're being trained properly and in the right kitchen, every second counts in the positive way, but also like, yeah, detail is important, and it's important to pay attention to the details, and just literally like with a fine-tooth comb, making sure it's clean, making sure it's as close to perfect as you can get, and just like quality and focus and reiteration. If you just kind of get lazy or let those little things fall by the wayside, then it's ugh. I honestly did not expect this to be the first episode, though. Is that... For half a second, I was like Richie. Maybe just because he looks like Richie? He might have been someone that Carmi mentioned in an earlier season. I just can't quite recall. So I'm pretty sure he's still at the French Laundry now, right? Because they harvest all their ingredients from like their fresh gardens. From the honey, yeah, to the honey, to the chickens, to the plants. Man, literally the incident in the walk-in is making him, like, his life is flashing before his eyes. At least his culinary
I
life.
feel like
What?
maybe I'm never gonna see you again.
Oh.
You're gonna see me again.
Maybe not that version of him.
Do we have a problem?
Man's working through his trauma in the kitchen.
Yes, chef.
I mean, that's one way of doing therapy, right? Trying to spray the stink. Love it. Oh, hello. Jesus. Jesus with this guy. What a teacher. But sometimes that is how you get quality. It's not the healthiest way to get quality, but it works. So there's a joke about how Michael Jackson, like Daddy Jackson beat the greatness into his kids. Like, I love that we're getting to see this though. I love how much can be communicated without excessive dialogue and exposition. You see him reflecting on the journey as we hop around in time, and you can make those implicit connections inside your head. I see the irony, by the way. The episode is called Tomorrow, and yet we are flashing back to all the days before tomorrow.
But what is today but yesterday's tomorrow?
Oh, a little bit more recent. Right outside the hospital, huh? So, but now the other part of his, yeah, now these memories are coming in. He's got to figure out a way to be able to take all of it. You can have both, Carm. I believe it. You can have both.
I'm so sorry.
We made it.
No, you made it.
With everyone else.
I left you alone.
So don't let it happen again.
It's never gonna happen again.
So you say. It's the Bojack fallacy right there.
You can't keep doing shitty things and then feel bad about yourself like that makes it okay. You need to be better.
You think she wants to hear from you right now?
It's not what I was talking about.
Richie? Richie on the other side of the door just being
I
like,
don't really know what I said.
I love
I
you.
know I didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. And, yeah, I think we just, I'm sorry. And I love you.
This is the Carmi apology to
And
her.
I'm sorry. And, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Oh.
And I'm sorry. And, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Yeah, what is it like? Did he just get out of the lock-in? Is it like what time? Is it late at night? Is it early morning? Everyone's still oh, Marcus. Everyone's still dressed in their skivvies. I feel the worst for him because, like, oh my God, what was it? He literally even said it.
Keep having this nightmare that Christy's calling me, telling me that my mom's dead.
And then opening night, and it's the one time that he focuses on his work and he puts the phone away, and his biggest fear came true. Although we don't know if she's dead yet. We don't know if she's gone, but I've got a bad feeling. And he has that look in his eye. Well, the question is, with these non-negotiables, are these going to be like controlling, or are these going to be a way to, like, I don't know, is this his way of trying to gain like chaos control? Control over the chaos? Or is he legitimately just trying to get these in there for the sake of the team? So that was one of his primary flashbacks, was like simplify things, don't make it too complicated. I know the chaos menu was getting pretty chaotic. In retrospect, that makes sense. This place started as a sandwich shop, and he comes in here with the hoity-toity and the foo-foo and all that. So you can make it a nice restaurant with fine or high dining concepts, and still, like a good sequel or what have you, pay homage to From Whence You Came. So they'll, you know, the ideas of their drive-through window, they'll still serve classic Sammys, right? But perhaps you can still have, it's like elevated comfort food, you know, if that makes any sense. Just elevated versions of just good, simple, reliable dishes, you know, something like that. Love the food prep porn, though. It's always very satisfying.
Five more seconds on these, Chef.
Chef.
You good?
Yes, chef.
You got this?
Yes, chef.
You sure?
Yes, chef.
Do you need me to finish it for you?
No,
Chef.
Oh, sassy.
5 more seconds on these, always, chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Perfection. Oh my god, perfectionism. See, they all have their own, to everybody's own degree. Dude, 5 more seconds to be able to look and touch a cut of meat and be like, this needs 5 more seconds precisely. You see, you'd almost think that's a little bit much, right? But no, like every second counts, right? Seeing Chef Terry's serious side.
Keep the spoon, chef.
I do wonder, because it was showing at least 3 different kitchens in this sequence of flashbacks, so... Oh, sees how much passion and how much care he's putting into it in his little drawings of the dishes. I was gonna say, I'm curious how many kitchens he officially trained in. I mean, we know New York for sure. But also we see him in Copenhagen.
I'm
Carm?
okay.
Okay. But if you're not, and if it's too hard, if it's too much in New York, you can come home.
Hey. I'm good at this.
I know you are, honey.
This needs to get good or go away.
I wonder if that chef ever gave him a compliment or ever said that the dish was good enough. Probably not, just not his style, right?
Hey, I know tonight was really a lot. We're all here for you.
Oh, Marcus.
Whatever you need, and take all the time you need. You don't even need to respond to this at all. So sorry, Marcus.
Oh, she did die then, yeah?
Why a restaurant?
Why not a restaurant?
That man got like 30 minutes of sleep overnight. Oh. Her friend stayed with her. Bro, okay, get up at 4:30 for work? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure she's super hurt by that too. He said some things that would cause her a lot of pain. But not even gonna lie, I was like low-key worried that, I mean, it's 2 seasons of excellent television, don't get me wrong, but I always have that fear that as a show goes on, the quality might dip a little bit. But so far, we're not even done with episode 1. This is great. I'm loving it so far. So.
I don't want a shot. I know, I understand, but we're gonna have a staring contest, and whoever blinks, they lose, and the winner gets a prize. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you blink?
You blinked.
Oh my god, I lose. And you win. You did it. You did it.
Little bro didn't even know. Look at that. See? She's good at her job. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta like grit and bear. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta put your personal concerns aside and just truck on through and put on a happy face sometimes. It's cool to see that part though. We've barely seen Claire at like actually working. Dude, you can get I'm losing myself. I'm lost in the sauce. I'm transfixed by the montage. And again, this music, how do you even describe it? Just as this constant, like it's people, right? It's like vocals, kind of, combined with piano and like some kind of other instrument. The edits are becoming a tad bit faster, I think. Maybe I'm just reading into it. Oh, he's doing it again.
Finish that for you, chef? No, chef. You sure? Yes, chef. Watch that, chef.
That's how the cycle goes, huh? Your teachers, people in your life, experiences so people impart wisdom, impart constructive criticism or critique or mannerisms to you. And then, you're like, we're all like sponges, right? We have our own personality, our own skill sets and blends. But as you can see right there, sometimes some of us will kind of take that and then also like you either use the skills you learn, you pass along knowledge you hear. And in this case, you dole out the same type of like hurry up faster little quips that you heard from your predecessor.
Hustle, chefs, every second counts. Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful drawings.
Oh.
Thank you, chef.
A little corporate luncheon. That looks delicious. Oh, it's the friend. I see it. Staff eating time. Going to the board for inspiration. Oh.
Check that out.
What the hell is that?
Absolutely no fucking idea.
Hey, Mikey, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go, come on.
I want you to have this.
Hey, Nat. No.
Was that the morning that Mikey went out and did the deed?
You don't want smoke, but you want music. You hear the music?
No smoke, but the music. Nice. I like that.
You shaking? Are you nervous?
No, chef.
Oh, it's the British Dream. Season 1, episode 1. There you go.
You want to step out for a second? A little too much.
Hey guys, why don't y'all stop? I'm gonna
The anxiety of the bear.
Yo, call me back. Where the f are you?
Oh.
Let's lose the blood orange and the zucchini and add fennel. Chef, just take your time thinking about that. Yes, chef. Just way longer for that to process. You know that's gonna be my dish then?
Yes, chef.
That's when he gets the call.
What? We can do this.
Let her in.
She's getting louder.
This guy's nothing, and he's nobody. Let's go!
I don't think I can do this by myself anymore.
Tell us a story we've all heard a million times. Tell a story about how you're living with your mom.
This is my father's house.
God, my boy's been going through it. Yeah, I like as the show goes on more, we're getting the blanks filled in. Also, him sleeping laying in his mom's hospital bed. This is heavy. This is a heavy start. I mean, he knew the day was coming, but it doesn't make the day any less powerful. We're gonna end on a what, a downer or an upper? That's the question. Now we're back in the kitchen, and visually it appears to be him taking a culmination of different dishes he's remembering from training. I mean, I bet that slaps. I bet that, God, I wish I could taste these dishes. I like how sometimes his handwriting is great when he's making labels. It's like it's pretty good. Other times it's like chicken scratch. Oh wait, that actor? Hey, don't I know that actor? He looks hella familiar. I'm guessing that's Mikey's funeral, which he missed. Damn. He was there. He looks like shit. He chose not to go in. He couldn't do it. My man looked exhausted. Couldn't do it.
This is your brother's house. Remember? I was running it fine without you.
The implication, I believe, is that because in the past he said, "I'm sorry that I missed the funeral," but I think he was there. He just couldn't go in.
Why didn't he leave it to you then?
Where did you work before here?
I staged at the French Laundry and a family-owned restaurant.
Oh, did you cook there?
Hung out there.
Have you ever been to Copenhagen?
It's really nice when people see the potential in other people and help them on their journey.
Let her rip, Bear.
Oh. Immediately into it with the feels. This is ridiculous. How do you do this? Why you do this?
But maybe we've reached as far as your talent can go.
Swear, Mikhail over here. Oh, she slipped it in anyway. Of course she did. Man, they love each other, but she really loves him. Keep going, keep moving forward, don't look back, whatever you do, just keep going. I can be both good and bad, my dude. Yeah, I said it once a few times already, but I love the orchestral musical motif that's used in this episode a lot. It helps with the idea this is all kind of a floating, aside from a few scenes in the present, this is a floating dream sequence, more or less. well, maybe not dream sequence, a floating sequence of reflecting on his familial past life and also like early culinary career.
Opiate of hamachi with blood orange. Enjoy.
And that was the oh, that's great. She said the best dish that she had when she was there.
Wait, so what was the best one?
Best what?
Best meal you ever had?
Yeah, it was Carmi's.
I knew it. I knew it.
It was his. Oh, with the afro too, girl. All right. I love that. What a perfect way to bring it all back together. Broken, trying everything, and she's like, it was his. It was Carmi's, and it was so small and simple and elegant. Also, admittedly, didn't realize this till I was in the editing room, or rather, I watched it a second time with my gal pal later. But the one dish that the Joel McHale chef is telling him to change, basically, which I believe is the same dish as the one Sid ends up ordering at the restaurant. So in a poetic sort of way, by her having the fennel allergy and requesting an alteration, that kind of puts him back on that initial creative path without being changed by McHale's directive. I'm looking for the right words or comparisons here. I don't know if you call that like a metaphor or an analogy or like a food-based allegory, but I really liked that and noticed that touch on my second viewing of the episode. So I like that little detail there, but clearly it's on purpose. Like he brings back the old for her, and that kind of gets him thinking about that again, maybe. Carmi, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do with you, buddy, huh? Come in here, you hit me with that 1,000-yard stare. When are they officially opening up? Like the next night, I assume? Jesus. And now it's quiet. Off to a good start. Off to a very good start. It's so weird that it's like Hulu and Disney Plus. It's also funny there's an article that was like, you can watch the Saw movies streaming now on Disney Plus. Great. Off to a great start. I had my concerns, but no, that was a great episode. We had only a few moments in the present, and it was very fitting that after what went down, it's him reflecting on the recent-ish past and thinking about just kind of is part of his journey. And now he's as you can see, I think that his mind shows him more of the trauma, and his mind will often seek solace in the repetitive, organized monotony of the kitchen, basically. And that's what helps get him and his mind on the straight and narrow. Granted, apologized to Sid and left a voicemail to apologize to Richie, and at some point is gonna probably try and talk to Claire about a thing or two. But it'd be good for him to get his head back in the game. But obviously, I'm also concerned because I don't want him to get easily lost in that sauce again, and then so much for work-life balance and separation, then you're just back to square one, and life is meant to be enjoyed. You can take it seriously and work hard, but you still need to enjoy life. Hop off my soapbox, I digress. So happy to get back to the Bear. I haven't watched a show as it's just released since I did my reaction videos for The Last of Us. This just dropped, so I don't know how that'll affect viewership or if anybody else is going to join me on this journey, but for those of you that are fans of the Bear, welcome back. Fear not, there are other shows out there. Like I said, we just finished Succession. We're now starting season 3 of this. We're going to get into Severance, and then I'm going to try to also start getting into Interview with the Vampire. But thoughts below, please. Let's talk about this and discuss it since it's just happening now. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Love that, and I can't wait to see what's next. And goodbye, travelers.